Hi folks, it's Todd with Survival Sherpa. Welcome to another video. Today I am going to be making, dry curing a pork belly to make bacon for a trip that it's a backpacking trip that my two nephews and I are taking in July. And what I wanted to do was I saw Brian Manning and Steve Critter Davis making their own smoked and dry cured pork belly, and in a traditional fashion. This will last, once it's cured and salted and smoked, it will last 6 months or more without refrigeration, as long as you keep it in a cool, dark area. So what I thought I'd do today is, Brian was nice enough to send me, I asked him for his recipe, and I think it's similar to what Critter does, but it's going to basically it's comprised of two items. The main ingredients are kosher salt, or any kind of salt. This is coarse kosher salt, which I had in the house. And I didn't have quite enough, I didn't think, for the whole process, so I pulled down 2 boxes of just regular table salt, not with iodine in them. And then we've got 8 pounds of salt and 8 pounds of light brown sugar. Of course, we don't keep that in the house very much for holiday cooking. Every once in a while we use it. So I went by my local Wally World and got all the sugar that I needed. One other thing that Brian said that he used was black pepper, just to coat the outside. So what we're going to do is, I went by yesterday and picked up from Earth Fair, it's a local grocery store, all natural kind of food place, one town over, and picked up a fresh pork belly from these guys, and they've got some great meat that we always buy from. This particular side weighs 6.63 pounds, and it was on sale yesterday. They got a new shipment in and put the new shipment in on sale, not the old stuff, for $2.99 a pound. So I paid a total of $19.82 for this 6.5 pound piece of meat. And what we want to do now is just lay it out. Now, one of the things that when I go camping, typically we will, bring some kind of freeze-dried camp packs or whatever. But on this trip with my two nephews, I decided that we're not doing that. We're going to take bacon. We're going to have some bacon. I'm going to do eggs, and I'm going to get to you another video on how I'm going to do the eggs. So let me show you the piece of meat here that I've got. So that's about 6.5 pounds, and so what I thought I'd do to get it to fit into these containers, these 2 containers here, I thought I would just find the grain, and we're running this way. So I'm going to slice that in half so that I can cure one half in one of these containers, the other half in the other container. So let me grab a knife. So I'm just going to go about halfway here. So now I've got 2 slabs, 2 good slabs of bacon. That is going to taste fine when we're doing our 3-day backpack trip in Arkansas. So if you take a look at that, man, that is some good looking meat. Cure that sucker up, throw it in the pan, fry it up on the trail. Nothing like it. Here we go. Alright, now Brian didn't have a video on his channel about the curing process, but he did send me the recipe. And but Steve Davis has one on his channel. His channel is Woodcrafter76. Brian Manning's channel is Snowwalker13. Both great guys, Pathfinder folk, and you can't find better folks. So go check those guys out. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video for both their channels. Great resources. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and mix me up some of the mixture, some of the cure mix in this container over here. Alright, so I just got a big stainless steel serving tray, which I use outdoors with my smoker. But I'm just going to dump that back into a bigger or larger bowl and mix this up. Stir it in until we get it all integrated together. I want to thank my wife for not being here today, so I could get in her kitchen and destroy it. That's a good looking piece of meat. Alright, we're going to put that in there. And I don't want to contaminate this. I don't know that it would really matter, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and keep it as dry as possible. If I keep sticking my pork hands back in there, then I'm going to be bringing pork back into my mixture over here. So I'm just going to dump it in just like I do when I do a butt rub, and just start rubbing this in. Let me get the camera closer so you can see this. Now when I smoke butts on my smoker out back, you just got to make sure that you get all of your crevices, nooks and crevices and crannies covered with this salt or whatever cure mixture you've got going. And what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking that I'm going to put more salt in here because this just doesn't look like it's going to cover or do what I'm thinking it should do anyway. But because the sugar just doesn't seem to apply like my other dry rubs that I do, and I'm not crazy about that. So after I get some of this on, I'm going to make sure we got plenty of salt on it. Make sure you get all the edges coated. And what this is going to do, which I have never salt cured or dry cured any meat in my life. I've read about it, I never tried it. So this is a first for me, and I'll give you some more resources that you can follow, especially Brian and Critter's channel, and you can look into how meat preservation was done back in 18th century period. All right, now that's coated, but I'm not satisfied with the amount of salt in there. I'm going to add a little more salt in there. Give it a little bed of this, and so it sets on it. And I'm going to turn it flesh side up, and that one's ready to sit. Do the other one same way. I'm not going to put you through that again. I'm going to get back with you as soon as I get them done. Alright, so we've got the two sides of pork belly rubbed up with the cure solution or the dry rub basically, and we've got 1/2 there and then 1/2 here. So we're going to stick these in the fridge, and I've got the other cure that we didn't use right here, and I'll store that until tomorrow when I reapply after I drain the liquid off of these, and I'll keep you posted on how this goes. Okay, this is what we've got on day 1 after about 24 hours of the cure being on our pork belly. If you can see that, got a I don't know, maybe 1/2 cup of juice that's drawn out of that piece of meat from the cure, and I've got, you know, 2 of them set up here. The other one looks about the same. So what we're going to do, what Brian said do, is to drain this off and then reapply the rub. So just wanted to show you that on day 1 what it looks like, and I'm not going to show you the whole process of draining it. You just pour it off and reapply the rub. Alright, get back with you on a few days of this. Cured bacon that I brought. I've already tried it at home, but not over fire. So this is I put it in a nickel bag because this stuff is money. Now I wrapped it in this bag, put it in this bag, but I also put it in a Ziploc since we're up here in Oshita Mountains, and they do have bear here, so we put it in here just for scent control. But that right there is gold. Camp gold. How many y'all want, boys?
I'll get a couple.
A couple slices.
Smell it from here.
Oh yeah. So anyway, that's the LT Wright Genesis that got at the Blade Show. So far, I'm really enjoying it. All right, so we just cooked up some dehydrated eggs in that bacon grease over the fire, and the texture is not what you would find in scrambled eggs, but it tastes just like them. So anyway, the boys are eating some bacon, which we've got sitting over here on a rock, and I'm heating me up a little bit of coffee water, or either cocoa. So anyway, it's a good breakfast for first day first day out on the trail, first morning on the trail anyway.